Hello and welcome back. Today is Sunday, April 6th. I have your 5 best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the page. We get the last 11-game NBA slate. Not fully true. Next Sunday, we get a massive NBA slate ahead of us, but that will be at nearly, I think it's game 81 of the season. Majority of those teams will be Boston players. This is the true last Sunday, last full slate of games. Can't say that 5 times fast, but majority of these teams are on game 77 or game 78, just right at the end of the season here. 11-game slate, massive card, and let's just rattle through every single game here like we normally do here. I'm Chris from DaWiddler Sports. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the page. Let me know down below, what's your favorite play? Massive 11-game slate. Baseball all day, NHL all day. Cannot wait to sit back and relax and enjoy this massive sports day. Kicking our day off right, Chicago Bulls versus the Charlotte Hornets, the battle of the in the NBA TV primetime game. I can finally watch my Chicago Bulls at game 77 on NBA primetime. Cannot wait. Could have been the Ball brothers battle, but both are ruled out in this matchup. 228 Bulls, 10-point favorite here. This game doesn't really mean much for either team. The Bulls are pretty much solidified on the 9th seed or 10th seed here in the play-in, so we've hit our NBA championship for the season of the NBA play-in. Woo, thank God. And the Hornets, they're just trying to tank, but this game should be fun. Kobe White returning into the Charlotte area. Charlotte born. Patrick Williams from the Charlotte area, so the little insight for you guys on those two players, on those two teams there. Those two guys normally play better in the Charlotte area overall. Jump into the second game, the ultimate tank commanding game of the day. Toronto versus Brooklyn, 214 over under, 2-point spread. This game, Fugazi, Toronto, I hope you fucking win because I hate you for what you did earlier. I'm still pissed about that Emmanuel Quickly benching him. They benched their players, both these teams. This could be the ultimate tank-off game. This is for a massive game for playoff seeding, so this would be fun to see who gets ruled out what, and then see how the coaching staff just does their lineup overall. One of the best games on the slate here, potential Western Conference Finals matchup here, maybe. We get the 1 seed versus the 3 seed. Lakers versus OKC, 233 over under, 9-point spread on NBA TV at 2:30, I believe. That game will be Chef's Kiss, SGA versus Luka, LeBron versus Alex Caruso, Chet Holmgren versus Austin Reeves. Fun matchup overall. Cannot wait to watch that game. That's the game of the day. It's excited to see how the OKC will play defense and if the Lakers can keep up with this fast-paced OKC team overall. We get Washington versus Boston. Massive 20-point spread on the slate. Biggest spread on the day, 226. That game, you'll probably see a bunch of Celtics players ruled out, and the Wizards will happily be a scrappy dog team and lose that matchup overall. Cleveland versus Sacramento. Zach LaVine playing Donovan Mitchell. Always fun when those two guys go at it. That game has a 10-point spread, 236 over under. That game will not have much defense. I bet Cavs will have a Cavalanche at some point, and a bunch of guys will hit threes in that game. That game will be a lot of high-scoring matchup overall. Utah versus the Hawks overall, 243 over under. One of the highest spreads, highest totals on the day. They finally figured out Isaiah Collier. I was looking at his line, was so happy to go back to the old 17, 18.5 points assists, and they jacked it up to 20.5 for this matchup. It is sad to see them finally figure it out, but that's a fun one. I think Atlanta is on a back-to-back here. Atlanta is a 12-point favorite. They're pretty much playing for that 8th seed overall in the Eastern Conference, so that game means a lot for Atlanta. Utah, they're going to try to tank out of the crap out of that game overall. Spurs versus Portland, that's another tank commanding game overall, 227. Portland, 2-point favorite. I bet Portland will win this game single-handedly overall. They're, like I've been saying, they're the most fun bad team in the NBA out of all of them. They play hard. Denny, Shaedon Sharpe, 2 fun players to play. Denny's been on a tear. He's been a lot of fun to watch overall. As a Bulls fan, I scouted the crap out of him during that NBA draft process because I always wanted Denny in that one, but the Wizards took him in that draft overall. Phoenix versus the Knicks. This game's a ton of fun. MSG, Devin Booker in MSG in Madison Square Garden. 228, Knicks 7-point favorite. The Suns need this game for the NBA play-in. They're currently the 11th seed. They're on the outside looking in. They need to win games here, and this is a big one on the road for them overall. Denver versus Indiana. This game's fun. This is the two of the best passers in the league. To say Hallie versus Jokic, fun that those two guys are going to get a bunch of assists going in that game. Fun, fast-paced, 239 over-under, one of the second highest total on the day. Denver 6-point favorite. The 4th seed versus the 4th seed, so that's a ton of fun. Denver really needs this game for the Western Conference standing, where Indiana, they don't really need it with the Eastern Conference standing, so Denver is going to be extra try-hard here at home. Great NBA game to cap off our night on NBA TV. Houston versus Golden State. Fun matchup. Stephen Curry's been on a heater recently. 2 seed versus the 5th seed out west overall. Warriors, they need this game for Western Conference standing. The 3rd seed all the way down to the 6th seed is all dog-eat-dog. So Golden State Warriors need this matchup overall. 226, they're a 6-point favorite here at home. And then Pelicans versus the Bucks. That game's a fugazi as well to me. That's the late game. That's the game you just sit back and watch White Lotus instead of this one. And Giannis will probably do another 30-point triple-double in that matchup. But a massive 11-game slate here with some fun NBA primetime games. Fun primetime games. I love when the games actually are good. And hopefully all these games are going to be competitive. We get 3 primetime games here today. Bulls, Hornets, the battle of the Ball brothers on the bench. OKC versus Lakers, ton of fun. 1 seed versus 3 seed, and then the 2 seed versus the 5th seed in the late window overall. I got 5 plays here that I absolutely love. And before we jump into today's plays, we got to recap yesterday's action and yesterday in the NBA. Ended up going 2-0 in best bets. Ja Morant got ruled out right before tip. That was my favorite play of the day, and he got ruled out. That illness was crazy. I was nervous. It was like an hour before tip, and they were like, illness out of nowhere. Thankfully, they just ruled him out overall. Cade Cunningham, he got to 25-plus points on the nose. You'll love it when it goes our way once in a while. He banged 2 free throws with like 2 minutes left. He missed a bunch of shots in the 4th quarter. I think he went like 0 for 4 from the field, but got fouled driving into the lane and hit 2 free throws. And then Giannis in the comment section as well. If you saw our comment section, we were talking about it. Nate the Great in the comment section talked about Giannis triple-double. He got it at plus 600. I got it plus 390. That banged with the final layup of the game. Cashing the triple-double. He had a 30-plus point game as well. Giannis was sweat-free with the points as well. That game was incredibly fun. Overtime matchup. That was playoff basketball. That game was a ton of fun to watch late coming down to it. And then the triple-double bang, plus 390 in the comment section. Shout out to you, Nate, overall. 2-0 day on the day. I'm wanting a 5-0 sweep here today. And let's just jump into it. For my first play of the day, going to be in this Bulls-Hornets matchup. 12 o'clock tip-off, just right around the corner here overall. 228, Bulls 10-point favorite. And Josh Giddy, the Gidler, has been doing well. I really wanted to take Kobe White points here. I was waiting for his number to drop from 23.5 to 22 because it seems like it's going to go that way because Kobe White is from the Charlotte area. But I'm going with Josh Giddy. This number's too nice overall, so give me Josh Giddy to go over 35.5 points, rebounds, assists, coming in minus 115. On DraftKings. He has a great matchup here. The Charlotte Hornets allow the 3rd most points, the 3rd most rebounds, and the 7th most threes to the point guard position. The Hornets, these last 15 games, allow the 4th most points and the 5th most rebounds to the point guard position. In these last 7 games, they're allowing the 10th most points to the point guard position. And Josh Giddy has been on fire. He's gotten this over 3 for his last 5, averaging 37 points, rebounds, assists per game. With the last 5 games, he's gotten 50, 20, 33, 36, and then he had 46 in the most recent matchup overall. Yes, not the best history against the Hornets, 1 for his last 4, yet to do it as a Chicago Bull, but if you look at those games early on, 2 of those games were played in December, and the other game was played in early January. That was with Zach LaVine, Lonzo Ball, and Ayo Dosunmu all playing for this Chicago Bulls team, and when all 3 of those guys don't play, Josh Giddy has a 75% hit rate when all 3 of those players don't play, averaging 39.3 points, rebounds, assists. So great consistency without those 3 guys. He is the point guard, the point god for this Bulls team. He's gotten this over 8 for his last 10 games overall, averaging 39.6 points, rebounds, assists overall. And point guards have had a great day. They found the honey hive. I didn't really have a good pun for this against the Hornets. LaVine, 38 PRAs. Hallie, 33. TJ McConnell off the bench, 19. Keontae George, 28. Isaiah Collier, our MVP, at 26. Quickly, 29. Jamal Sneed, 25. Anthony Black, 25. Tyler Hero, 38. And then SGA had 45 points, rebounds, assists in his matchup overall. 75% hit rate with no Ball, Levine, or Io in the lineup overall this season. Projected at 38 points, rebounds, assists. The Hornets allowing the third most points, third most rebounds, and the seventh most threes. He has been on fire. Josh Giddy is going to get this over for us sweat-free. So give me Josh Giddy, the Gidler, to go over 35.5 points, rebounds, assists, coming at -115. On DraftKings, jumping into my second play of the day. Gonna run it back. I see FanDuel offering that 30% profit boost. SGA, you fucked us last time. I'm back at it like a back at it. I'm on you for this matchup here. You have a great game. Yes, it's going to be in that Lakers-OKC matchup on NBA primetime. Using my FanDuel 30% profit boost to drop this number way down than what it is. So give me Shai Gilgeous-Aleander to score 30-plus points, coming at -132. On FanDuel, he has a great matchup here. The Lakers, these last 7 games, allow the third most points to the point guard position, and SGA just had a pretty poor shooting game overall, because you want to know how we know? We took him to score 30-plus points using the same boost here. I'm back trying to get it overall. He's gotten this over 3 for his last 5 overall, averaging 30.4 points per game. 3 for his last 5 against the Lakers, averaging 29.4 points per game, with the last 5 games, him having 33, 34, 24, 20, and then he had 36 in the most recent matchup against them overall. This game is going to be a ton of fun. This is going to be a playoff atmosphere game, and I think SGA, big-time players on prime time against the Lakers, he's going to step up big here overall. 64% hit rate on the season. 62% hit rate at home this season, averaging 33.1 points per game. And point guards have had some big games against LA overall. Jose Alvarado just had 27. Stephen Curry, we took that over, had 37. Pippen ain't easy. Scottie Pippen Jr. made it easy. He had 16. The Gidler had 25. John Morant, 22. And Anthony Black had 17. 64% hit rate on the season. 8 for his last 10 home games overall, averaging 34.7 points per game. I have it projected at 33-plus points, so we get a nice 3-point cushion. Using that 30% profit boost on any bet on this play here, so give me SGA to score 30-plus points, coming in -132 on FanDuel. He better not drop small points on that back-to-back games using the boost, or those boosts will forever be cursed with me on the season. Jump into my third play of the day in the MSG game, Phoenix Suns versus the Knicks here. Knicks are a 7-point favorite here at home, and they've been struggling to defend the point guard position, and we've been taking it the last few times, and Devin Booker has a good history of getting the over, so give me Devin Booker without KD in a game they need, so give me Devin Booker to go over 27.5 points, coming in -120. On DraftKings, he has a great matchup here. The Knicks allowed the most points and the 10th most threes to the point guard position in the last 30 games. The last 15 games, the Knicks allowed the 7th most points to the point guard position overall. So love the overall consistency, overall matchup here for Devin Booker here, where he's gotten this over 4 for his last 5 games against the Knicks, averaging 28.2 points per game overall. I'm going to burp here. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Hey, gave you a little warning before that. Hopefully that didn't sound so disgusting on the mic overall. Last 2 games in MSG, he dropped 32 and 28-plus points overall. 53% hit rate on the road this season for Devin Booker, averaging 26.7 points per game. And without Kevin Durant in the lineup, he's gotten those over 3 for his last 5, averaging 33.2 points per game, with averaging 27.9 points per game overall. Last 3 games versus the Knicks, he had 28, 39, and 37 points in the last 3 games against the Knicks. So overall, great history of getting the over overall. He's gotten this over 3 for his last 5 games. No, those were his last 3 games. Last 3 games. Sorry about that. The burp just totally threw me off on this. Last 3 games overall, he had 28, 39, and 37 points. So he's been balling out, and now he gets the Knicks, who allow the most points to the point guard position. So I think Devin Booker is going to heat up here big time overall. Very obscure stat of the day, a little music for that. With 1 day of rest versus the Eastern Conference and on the road this season, Devin Booker has a 67% hit rate on this number, averaging 28 points per game, with all those very limited details with 1 day of rest versus the Eastern Conference on the road. So those 3 variables 67% hit rate overall. Last 2 games, he's had 28 field goal attempts and 32 field goal attempts per game, so he has the light to shoot anytime overall. And point guards have had their day against the Knicks overall. Ryan Rollins, 20. James Harden, we took that over. He had 29. Jordan Poole, 25. LaMelo Ball, 25. Marcus Smarty, 17. And CP3 was CP12 in that matchup overall. With no KD here, the Knicks allowing the most points to the point guard position. I have him projected at 30-plus points here at MSG. Devin Booker, great consistency. Last 2 games in MSG, 32 and 28-plus points. He's on a heater. He's going to continue that. He wants to make the Suns in the playoffs here. So give me Devin Booker to go over 27.5 points, coming in minus 120. On DraftKings, jumping into my 4th play of the day, and for my last NBA primetime matchup here in the Houston Rockets Golden State Warriors game. 225 over under. Golden State 6-point favorite here on NBA TV. This game's going to be chef's kiss. The 2 seed versus the 4 seed. The Warriors, they need this, and Stephen Curry has been on an absolute tear here. We've been taking his overs 2 for these last 3 games here. We're back at it like a bad habit. So give me Stephen Curry to go over 24.5 points, coming in minus 120. On DraftKings, the Houston Rockets on the season allow the most points to the point guard position. So Stephen Curry has a great spot here overall. The Houston Rockets, the last 30 games, allow the 6th most points. The Houston Rockets, the last 15 games, allow the 10th most points. And then the Rockets, these last 7 games, allow the 5th most points to the point guard position. So great overall spot here. And Stephen Curry, these last 3 games, 52, we took that over. 37, we took that over. And 36 in his last 3 games overall. 3 for his last 5, averaging 32.2. He is getting hot at the right time, and we're going to ride this heat wave because he's playing the Rockets, where he's gotten this over 3 for his last 5, averaging 26.2 points per game overall. With the last 5 games, him giving 24, 32, 29, 19, and then he had 27 in the most recent matchup. And against the Rockets, he's gotten this over 7 for his last 9 games overall, scoring 27-plus points in all 7 of those 9 games overall. Love that. Insane volume these last few games, averaging 21 field goal attempts per game these last 5, getting 21 shots in 4 of the 5 games overall. 1 game he didn't. He had 10 shots in that game, really bringing down the number. 55% hit rate with 1 day of rest between games overall, averaging 26.4 points per game overall. And point guards have skyrocketed with their point total. See what I did there? Sexton had 18. Isaiah Collier, our Prince, 16. Keontae George had 17. Jamal Murray, we took that over. He had 39, and Jared Butler had 27. Not Gerard Butler, Jared Butler, not Jimmy Butler, Gerard Butler, 21-plus points. I have Stephen Curry projected at 28-plus points here. This game's going to be a ton of fun on NBA TV. The Warriors need this for the Western Conference standings, where the Rockets, they don't need this. Stephen Curry here, he's on a heater. He's going to continue that in this great matchup. So give me Stephen Curry to go over 24.5 points, coming in minus 120 on DraftKings. And jumping into my 5th and final play of the day, rocking with the former Finals MVP, few-time MVP champion. And I think this number for Nikola Jokic to get a triple-double is at a great number here overall. Playing Indiana versus Denver, 240 over under. Anytime Denver's at home here, I definitely look into Jokic getting a triple-double, since at home he gets one way more often than on the road here. Denver, 6-point favorite. They need this for Western Conference standings. 240 over under is going to be a ton of pace of play. So give me Nikola Jokic to get a triple-double plus 135. On DraftKings, the Pacers on the season allowed the 6th most rebounds to the center position overall. And Jokic has gotten a triple-double, 1 for his last 2 against the Pacers. But if you look into it, the most recent game he just played, he was 1 rebound shy of a triple-double. He could have easily gotten a triple-double 2 for his last 2 games against the Pacers. Last 2 games assist-wise against the Pacers, he's had 10 and 19, averaging 15 potential assists in every single game he's played against the Pacers. Last 5. Last 3 games rebound chances wise, he's had 12-plus rebound chances here. We just needed him to get 1 more board here, and he would have gotten a triple-double 2 for his last 2. He's at home here, where I love it even more. 53% hit rate at home this season with the triple-double. And with no Jamal Murray and at home here, he has a 57% hit rate with the triple-double overall. 3 for his last 5 home games with no Jamal Murray and at home here overall. If Murray does even play, I'm not worried about it. I love this at being at home. Like I said, 53% hit rate. He's only gotten this over two. He's only gotten a triple-double 2 for his last 5 here, so I think this game being a 240 over-under, a lot of potential assists last time. He got a triple-double, 1 for his last 2. Could have been easily 2 for his last 2 against the Pacers. I think today he's going to get another triple-double, so give me Nikola Jokic to get a triple-double at plus 135 on DraftKings, and those are my 5 best bets for you in the NBA today. Woo! Long video here. Hopefully you guys are still watching. If you're still watching, I appreciate you overall. Going to rattle all plays here again. Nikola Jokic, triple-double, plus 135 on DraftKings. Stephen Curry, over 24.5 points. We're going to be at Devin Booker, over 27.5 points. SGA, come on, you can't go back-to-back profit boost on us. 30-plus points. And then Josh Giddy, the Gidler, to start our day off, over 35.5 points, rebounds, assists. Massive 11-game slate. Let me know down below what's your favorite play. Love tailing you guys in the comments section. 2 for our last 2 these last few days with the plus 390 in the comments section. You guys are awesome down there as well. If you're new to the channel, please leave a like and subscribe down below. I'm so close to 200. Would love to hit 200 this month here at 192. I truly appreciate it. I never thought I'll get people to watch me on this. I really have fun talking all these games with you guys. Hopefully made you some money at the same time. I truly appreciate every single one of you guys. It's been a ton of fun, like I said. I love making these videos. It's just fun to talk basketball with you guys. And you guys are winners most often than not in the comment section, which is awesome. Hopefully having a wonderful day. Keep on smiling, and I will see you in the next one.